Good evening. Welcome to my live stream. I can see that there's a couple of you here, and feel free to mention where in the world you are. I'm going to let lots of people come in before I start chatting on and giving you answers to all these questions and things that you're going to say. Cornelia, welcome. Good to have you here. I believe you were at the last live, if I remember rightly. Not sure. I seem to remember the name. Oregon, amazing. Good to have you here. So it's morning. It's good morning, isn't it? Out there. British Columbia, Canada. Good morning, Barbara. How are you? How are things going out there? Hope you're well. Welcome to the live. Good to have you here. Yes, I thought so, Cornelia. Yes, I remember. My memory's terrible for some things, but really good for other things. But good to have you back again. Brilliant. Just waiting for some more people to come in. It should slowly build up. Issei, good morning from Mexico. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. And let's start getting some messages coming up on the screen. Yep, good morning. Antonia, good evening. Bulgaria, good to have you here. Love where everyone comes from, all over the world. Love it. Mark, hello. Thank you for the help. Thank you for being here, Mark. Massively appreciate everybody here. Ash, hello. Good to see you. Amit, good to have you here as well. Tommy, good day to you. How are you, sir? Hope you're having a good day. Hello, MW. Just letting a few messages come in from everyone here. Angela, good day to you. Good afternoon from Virginia. Yes, good to have you here. Nikki from California. Amazing. How many different locations? They're just all over the place. It's absolutely fantastic. Haven't had anyone from my home country, England, yet, but I've got people coming in from America and Canada, Montenegro, Birgit, and then Tristan from Holland. Lovely stuff. Rachel from Hong Kong. Hong Kong of all places, Rachel. It must be late there, right? Must be getting on towards maybe midnight or something like that. Yeah, quite late. Donna from Hampshire. That's better. Donna, I know Hampshire well. Good day from you. Good day to you, rather. Heidi from Wales. Hello to you. Numbers building up. We've got 40 people in here. This is great. James Stourbridge, excellent, lovely. A few people from England coming through now. Welcome to you. Welcome to everyone. Marjo from London, lovely. I spent many years living in London, in Shepherd's Bush and Marylebone. Love London, absolutely love it. Everton from Devon in England, hello to you. And someone from Malta, Hallgear. Don't know if I pronounced that right or not, but welcome from Malta. Good to have you all here. This live is open for the next hour, guys. Next hour, right? So my next point, or the next thing I'm going to say, of course, is if you've got questions to ask, please put them in the comments, and we're going to run through them one by one. I'll get through as many as I possibly can. Deborah from Arizona, welcome. Good to have you here. Annette from Lancashire. Good. Hello, Annette. Getting plenty of people from England coming through now. That's amazing. Angela from Nashville. Thank you for all your videos. Angela, thank you for watching them. Honestly, I couldn't do this without you guys. I can't do it without you. So thank you for sort of trusting me with your time, because it's time that we're working with, and thank you for allowing me to have bits of your time to give you my content and what I do on my channel. Natalia, welcome from Philly. Good to have you here. SEO and backlinks, thank you for today. No problem at all. Good to have you here. And let's see how we go. We're almost at 50 now. Not bad. I think in the last live, I think we had, the previous record was 107. I think we touched 140, which is incredible. That's loads of people. So, if we get to 100, I'm elated. That's so good to get 100 people here. If we get over 100, that'll be amazing. So the structure for tonight is question and answer. If you put your questions in the comments, I'm going to highlight the questions and go one by one and do as many of them as I possibly can. And of course, the other part to this is the Etsy Academy and course giveaway. So only while this live is on, 60 minutes, that's it. And then this goes away. There's a 7-day free trial to my academy, and you get $130 of courses and guides absolutely free, and you get to try my academy for 7 days. Notice the QR code up there. I've now got a QR code. If you scan that on your phone, it takes you straight to the booking page for the Academy to sign up, log in, and be part of my private coaching community. I'll talk about that more as we go along. The QR code's there. You can sign up and join anytime you want. Just scan that with your camera on your phone, and then it takes you to the booking page. Okay, loads of questions coming in. People's telling me where they're from. Janice, hello to you from Bonnie, Scotland. Amazing. And Julianne from Pennsylvania. And Julianne is already in my academy. Yes, hello, Julianne. Thank you. So I've got a member here who's already in the academy, which is what I'm getting you to join. And she is working with me, along with, I think I've got about 30 students. So Steph, my partner, and I look after about 30 students. So let's get cracking with these questions, shall we? Let's see what's going on. James has posted this. I've noticed a 50% decline in visibility and sales in the past few months. Is this all due to the Etsy algorithm or something more sinister? I haven't updated my listing titles to their guidelines. Well, first of all, James and everyone, please listen to me. And I know there's lots of YouTube information out there, people saying all sorts of stuff, but nobody does the job I do. Nobody. So nobody works day in, day out with Etsy sellers. And I have done for 10 years. I've worked with thousands of people. Right? I'm working with about 40 people right now. So when I say don't do Etsy's SEO guidelines, it's with great experience. Please don't touch your titles. Please don't do what Etsy suggested. It will more than likely cause problems in your store. So well done, James, for not doing it. And for everyone in here who hasn't made a change, please don't. Just keep full-length titles, leave them as they are. Etsy has said, they've told us, haven't they? They've said we won't penalize you. Okay, so just leave them as they are. Visibility decline. James, look, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'll be honest with everyone here. There was a massive decline in traffic into Etsy. Huge decline. Okay, and this affected stats for everybody. And then, of course, Etsy made the SEO changes on top of that at the same time. So it was like a perfect storm. So those things are what caused the problem. Some of it, I would have preferred Etsy not to have made the change because it just causes problems. But the traffic thing, no. I mean, that came through on the tariffs. The tariffs are what instigated all of this. Don't listen to anyone that starts talking about stuff to do in your store or things that you've done to cause a problem. No, this was a tariff problem. This was a visibility problem into Etsy. And then on top, Etsy did the whole SEO thing, which I wish they didn't. So that's the answer there, James. Let's have a look. Let's see what else. We've got so much stuff in here. I mean, as soon as I say put the questions in, it just fills up with people putting questions. So there's going to be a lot to get through here. We're at 50 people. If you know anybody in a WhatsApp group, a Facebook group, anyone that will benefit from this live, I don't do them very often. So anyone just message them, send them the link, let them know I'm live, get them in here. Let's get them part of this experience tonight. So First Worker says I have more than 10% conversion rate month over month. That's pretty good. that's higher than most people. But my visits are not increasing. I'm not sure what's going on. I sell personalized jewelry. When does Etsy send more people? You've got to list more. You've got to list more. Listing gets you more people. The conversion rate is great. That's amazing. That's way beyond pretty much everybody. Certainly, I would say pretty much everyone in here tonight won't have a 10% conversion rate. It's very rare. Right? But you've got to get the listing count up to go with it, because when your listing count goes up, your conversion rate will start to fall. It's inevitable. That's how it works. But you've got to start finding what works and what wins. So, I say to a lot of people to get to 100 listings, and yeah, absolutely. I would say the same thing to you. Angela, right, I've seen this before. This is really interesting. Can I get a little vote here? Because Angela said this to me before. She says she can't get over how much I sound like Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay, the chef? What was it, Hell's Kitchen and all that sort of stuff? I spoke to my partner a couple of days ago about this, and she said I don't sound anything like Gordon Ramsay. I don't think I sound like Gordon Ramsay. If anyone thinks I do sound like Gordon Ramsay, get it into the comments. Let me see if I do sound like him. I mean, I'm English, I guess. I mean, yes. But thank you, Angela. Yeah, it's a compliment, I guess. It's a good thing, she says. So that's good. Okay, let's keep going down. Right. I don't know how to pronounce this first name, so I'm not going to butcher it. I'm just going to say good evening to you. P, because you've got a little letter P there. I'll call you P. I'm considering opening an Etsy shop. Do you have some advice on what direction I should go with opening? First of all, P, have a direction. Have have something in mind. Okay, don't do the spaghetti approach and just throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. That's a surefire way to a dead store. Have a plan. Have a plan. Have some idea, right? And I don't know anything about you. I don't know anything about your background. But if you were going to say to me, what direction should I take, not knowing anything about you, I would say if it's a physical store and you want to make sales and get a really good chance at making sales, supplies. So if it's a physical store, sell supplies. If it's a digital store, get into social media. So social media templates with digital is really good. Social media clip art and things like that, all good. So yeah, social media templates, digital, physical, the easiest thing to do is supplies. But of course, there's lots of other recommendations I could give you there, but there's 2 to get you started. Natalia, thank you for the session. No problem. Eleanor from Scotland, good evening to you. Cornelia has a question. Let's have a look in here. My average number of sales is 1 or 2 a day. Okay, not too bad, Cornelia, but normally I'll get 3 to 5 in a single day and then 0 for a few days. 0 sales for a few days. Are swings like that normal? Okay, everybody, listen to me. This is critical learning for all of you. The lower the number of listings in your store, the higher the swings in your sales variance. Okay, more listings stabilize your daily sales. So I teach you all the time. I teach all of you all the time. Get the listings in, get the listings in. Cornelia, I don't know how many listings you've got, but given what you've told me, I would imagine it's on the lower number of listings. So yeah, this is completely normal. Generally speaking, and this is a general statistic to give you from all the work that I've done in the last 10 years helping people, once you get up over 200 listings, and I know some people won't be able to do it, and I know some people can do it, once you get up over 200, sales tend to stabilize and you won't get 0 sales days. If the store's competent and you know what you're doing, once you get to 200 listings, you'll get stability in your sales. You should be making more than 1 sale every day when you've got a couple of hundred listings. That's a fair assumption to make, all things being equal. Hope that helps. But yes, absolutely normal. Eleanor, let's see. Are there examples of Etsy sellers turning their shop into a 7-figure business without outside investment? Yes. Yes, there are, because I've built some. Absolutely, Eleanor. Yes, there are. I'll be honest with you, it's jewelry. 7 figures, of course, is $1 million a year or more. I've built and grown stores that make $20,000 a day on Etsy. That's the absolute truth. I did a post on it on my YouTube channel a year or so ago. Yes, they don't have outside investment, but they have a team and they have a structure. So normally these stores that are doing 7 figures normally have 5 to 20 staff, somewhere in there. And you have creators, people who are making jewelry, you have the admin side, you have the Etsy side, so people are working in the store. And then you usually have an advertising team, so someone working in advertising. Yeah, it's a team. You will very, very rarely get to $1 million or more on your own. Okay, I can't remember the last time I spoke to anybody who was on their own making 7 figures on Etsy. I speak to lots of people who do 7 figures, but they've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 people in the team. So yeah, it's a proper business structure. Etsy, when you get to 7 figures, Etsy is just part of the business, right? Etsy's just doing its 7 figures, and they'll have a website doing 7 figures. They'll be on Amazon doing 7 figures, right? Etsy's just part of that. It's totally different, Right, I think I need to mention here, seeing as Julianne is one of my clients in the academy, the free trial and course giveaway is now on. Okay, guys, it's only on for this live. As soon as this live's finished, the offer is closed. The giveaway is closed. Okay, there is a QR code. I keep pointing the wrong way. There's a QR code on your screen. Scan that on your phone. It takes you straight to my academy booking link. Watch the video. Sign up. There's a 7-day free trial. It is private group learning to learn the exact system that I teach my coaching clients individually, and the system I've used for the last 10 years to build and grow Etsy businesses. So this is the only time I do this offer. It's when I go live. So as well as getting 7 free days access to the academy, you also get $130 of guides and courses absolutely free. Okay, so when you sign up, the URL's on the screen there. Just type that into your browser or your tablet, your phone, or computer, whatever. Or Keep going that way, or just scan the QR code. It takes you straight to the booking in page. You can watch the video, see what it's all about. If you wanted to work with me, now's the time. Now's the time to book in. It's live. This is accessible for the next 45 minutes, and then it's gone until the next live that I do. So please sign up if you wanted to work with me. Now is the time. And I look forward to seeing you in the academy after this show. I will be there to welcome you in. Let me see what's next. So what have we got? Okay. Yeah, Everton, hello. Yeah. Robin, finally you've caught a live. Welcome. I'm glad you've caught it. Good to have you here. Okay. Hey, Nick, I just want to say your videos are so helpful. You explain everything about Etsy so clearly and practically. I've learned a lot from you. Thank you. Thank you for giving me feedback. And I know I'm along the right lines with what I do. That's great. Oh, gosh, no wonder I'm getting no views. Yes, exactly. You've got to raise the number of listings in your store, all of you. Just get as many listings in as you can. It stabilizes the views. It stabilizes your sales. I try to get all of you up over 100 listings. I've told you all so many times. I mean, I'm sure you're all bored to death of me telling this to you or saying this to you, but it's with good reason. It brings sales. It brings stability. Here we go. Shopping in love. Good day to you. Curious about your experience on Etsy to be so expert Etsy coach. Do you have your own Etsy shop or just follow the customers? Don't get me wrong. I literally adore you. Just curious. Thank you for adoring me. Thank you for following my channel. Yes, I've built and grown thousands of Etsy stores. I've owned 3 of my own Etsy stores, but I don't do them anymore because I don't have time. My stores were up for years. They used to be up. People used to talk about them all the time on I used to give the links out and everything. I don't have time anymore. I'm running anywhere between, at the moment in the academy, I've got 30 students in there. So that's 30 stores I'm working on. And privately with clients, I'm working with another anytime 10 to 30. That's 50 stores. I don't have time. I don't need to do that anymore. You know, I've got so much feedback over the last 10 years that what I do works. I just can't do it anymore. If I run Etsy stores, I can't do this. And people often say, don't they, if you look on Reddit, and this is a really good point, Reddit or, you know, TikTok and the forums, they say, well, these consultants, you know, if they really knew what they were doing, they would do it, you know, they would make the millions themselves. No, not at all. You know, I'm a teacher. I'm a visionary. The reason why you guys watch my channel is because the way I teach, the information that I give you and the structure, it's all there. That's what I was born to do. I was born to teach and guide and mentor and coach. And I've done the hard work. I was on Etsy for 10 years. You know, I've made thousands of sales, right? But I don't need to do that anymore. What I do need to do is teach everyone else to learn what I've learned, which is what I do privately and in my academy. I hope that explains it. Okay, Nikki, let's see. We've got 80 people in here. It's a struggle, isn't it? Are we going to get to 100, guys? If you know anyone that can join in a Facebook group or a WhatsApp group, please invite them in. It would be great to have you all here. I think we might scrape 100. Let's see what Nikki's got to say. Good day to you, Nikki. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your help. No problem. Any standout tips for success for vintage home decor shops on Etsy? The single unique item format seems to be harder. Yes. Nikki, you've got to come up with a structure of sourcing new vintage items to make sure that the new listings that go in exceed the listings that sell. And I know it's a nightmare. I know sourcing can be difficult, but that's your goal. You've got to get several hundred items into your store. I work with vintage sellers that have got 1,000, 1,500. Yes, it takes organization. Some of them have a member of staff to help them. That's the prime thing. More listings going in than are coming out, and pay attention to what's going out and selling and get more of it. That's how you make more money with vintage. Not easy, but that's the path. I hope that helps. Nikki. Robin, here's an interesting question. I haven't answered this one for a while. What about using competitors' store names in tags? So here's the thing. If you put a competitor's store name in your tags, number one, you're not that store. And number two, it's highly unlikely to convert into anything because their listings are going to come up before your listings. And it kind of reduces the effectiveness of your own brand. So this is something I wouldn't advise you to do. I know what the temptation is. I get it, but it won't actually pay off. You're not going to all of a sudden make a bump in sales because you put a competitor's store name in. I would focus on your own brand, and my advice is not to use them. My advice is to build your own brand, your own identity in your photography, your video, your banner, your products, pricing, all those things. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It's not necessary to do that. That's my answer there. Aliana, look at this question here. This is such an easy and hard question to answer. How many listings should I have in my shop? Aliana says, well, it depends. The answer is always it depends. Depends on what you sell. I'll give you some examples, guys, to show you what I mean. If you sell clip art digital, you need 200 or 300 minimum. If you sell Shopify templates, you can get away with 30 or 40 and make decent sales, right? If you sell jewelry, you can get away with 40 to 60 if the jewelry is good and people want it, right? But normally 100. I know I go on and on about it. Try to get to 100 listings. So my answer, given everything being equal, is 100. Yeah, absolutely. Hi. I don't know how to say your name. I was going to give it a go, but I thought, no, I'm going to mess this up. Hello. Good to have you here from Florida. And Ash. Okay, so Ash is another student. Good evening to you, Ash. He is in my academy already. You'll be able to get to meet him in my academy if you join. Good to have you here, Ash. I hope you're enjoying the live. James says, do I swear as much as him? He's talking about Gordon Ramsay and the fact that some people say I sound like Gordon Ramsay. I don't think so. Off air, I probably swear a bit, but not as much as Gordon Ramsay. No way. Okay. Here's a great question from MW06. This is interesting. What kind of stats should I be hitting for a POD store that's 1 month into Etsy? So realistically, all things being equal, if you're getting 10 views a day, by the end of the first month, you're doing well. You're doing well. And I do mean on average here, right? I'm taking the worst stores, the average stores that I've seen, the best stores. If you're getting 10 views a day, by the end of the first month, yeah, you're doing all right. If you make a sale in the first month, you're doing really, really well. Most POD sellers don't make any sales, period. They just don't make any sales, or they might make 1 or 2 and give up. This is why I don't advise anybody to do POD. It's so difficult, so hard. There's much better uses of your time than messing around with print on demand. That being said, if someone comes to me with a really good structure and a really solid niche and sub-niche, then I'll work with them on it. I'll look at it. But mostly, it's just not worth it. It's too hard. And I know I'm the only person that says that. If you watch anybody else on YouTube, they're trying to sell you the pipe dream, aren't they? They always talk about POD this, POD that. It's garbage. It's so hard to do. You can succeed. It's just really hard. And there's easier ways to make money than do that. So those are the stats. 10 views a day by the end of the month. If you can get that you're doing really well. If you make a sale, you're doing even better. Annette says, I don't sound like Gordon Ramsay. I don't, do I? But thank you for who said it. But I can't see it myself. But of course, maybe some people think I do. Right. Time for the announcement. Again, guys, it's only live for 35 minutes and then it's gone. 7-day free trial to my Etsy Academy, group learning in a private academy environment, learning everything I teach my clients in a group learning environment, and $130 of guides and courses, absolutely free when you sign up to the Etsy Academy. You can do it on the address there. You've got to type it into your tablet, your phone, or your computer, whatever. So type it in and register now, or the QR code. If you scan that QR code, it will take you straight to the Academy sign-up page. Watch the video, see if it's right for you, and book in. I've got 30 plus students in there now. Lovely. Seriously, I'm not joking. It's a lovely learning environment, and people are having a great time learning about how to build really good Etsy businesses and have fun as well. My partner Steph and I run it. We're in there every day, and I'll be in there after this session to welcome everybody that's coming in from this live. You don't need to say anything when you join or sign up. Just read the introduction post and make an introduction. You don't need to post saying I've come in from the live. We know who you are. We will be able to give you your courses and guides, and you'll get your 7-day free trial. So we'll know who you are. You don't need to post anything. Just sign up on the QR code or that URL address below. Let's keep going, shall we? Let's have a look. Big Gordon Ramsay fan. Don't hear it. Yeah, I don't either. Tanya, hello from the UK. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. P says, I'm a soap maker and crafter. Good. Really good. Handmade Physical products on Etsy, as you know, as long as you're competent at what you do, will always sell. Right. So when someone says to me, Nick, shall I do POD? Shall I make something? I always say make something. You're going to have a much, much easier time selling on Etsy if you actually create something rather than doing POD, because it's so much harder. Donna says I don't sound like Gordon Ramsay, but that's probably because she's got an English ear. Yeah, I don't think I do either. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it as the compliment. Okay, Heidi says, does your academy start right from the beginning on how to set up your Etsy shop? I have watched all your vids on YouTube already. I'm getting ready to start an Etsy shop. Yes, Heidi, if you are getting ready to start your Etsy shop, get into the academy now. Get learning now. The best time you could ever start the academy is before you open your shop, because then we can check everything. You see? It's much harder 3 months, 6 months down the line when you're on Etsy, you're selling, and there's all sorts of problems and you haven't fixed them, you don't know what to do. Much easier to sort it all out before you start. So yes, best time to join is before you start. You get access to the 10.5-hour course, either in 4 monthly installments of course material. There's 48 modules. You get 4 a month if you pay monthly. You can unlock the whole academy in one go if you want to do that as well. And you can buy modules of the course inside whenever you want as well. There's so many ways to work inside the academy, but yes, I would get in there before you open. You'll learn. You won't make any of the mistakes that people make when they don't have the knowledge. So yeah, would be good to see you in there, Heidi. Okay, Rachel says this. Yeah, I've answered this one already. Hello, Rachel. I noticed you closed your digital shop. Was it because you're too busy? Or is it because digital clip art is so oversaturated? Thanks. Love all your content and watch all your videos. Yeah, Rachel, I was too busy. I'm way too busy to run Etsy stores. I'm running about, I said to someone who asked this question earlier, 50 to 60 stores at the moment. That's a lot. I don't have any room. I'm looking at getting something set up again, but I can't run it myself. So I'm going to have to build it and get someone to work for me to do it, because I just don't have time. But yes, a third shop is in the pipeline, and in due course, I will give information out about that, but not at the moment because I don't have time. I'm too busy. Okay, let's keep going. Let's have a look. Okay, Vamp says, my Etsy shop got about 489 views and 184 visits in the first month. I sell Christmas wall art. Is that normal? That's more than normal. Is that with Etsy ads running as that social media traffic? That's much higher than normal. So those figures say to me, you've got some kind of traffic input coming in there, Etsy ads, social media, other advertising. Those stats are higher than normal, way higher. So, it's not normal, not unless you're advertising or using social media. When do sales start coming in? Well, again, if the traffic you're sending is coming in from advertising or social media, it's going to cause you problems. And again, I know I'm the only person that says this. Everyone else on YouTube thinks it's fine to just send whatever traffic you want into Etsy. Everybody but me says that. And I know this causes problems for some of you, but nobody else does the job I do. I've tested this. I've seen the traffic coming in from social media, and it decimates stores. It cripples stores' ability to gain visibility when you have social media and external traffic coming in. But of course, I'm the only one that's saying this, and at the end of the day, you've got to make a judgment call on whether you believe me or not. But I've seen this so many times; it's so damaging. So those stats look like external traffic. I could be wrong, because if you're selling amazing Christmas wall art that nobody else is doing, then yes, you would get those stats. Okay, Angela, I've just answered this one. Would you advise the use of social media? Absolutely not. Don't do it. Seriously, guys, all of you, everyone in here, don't do this. If you're new and growing and building, there's no need to do this. Because if you send 2 reasons, and I know I've talked about this a lot, but I'm going to say it again. Number 1, social media traffic is the lowest converting traffic you could possibly send to your Etsy store. Why would we do that? Right? You're lowering your conversion rate. No one's going to buy. Right? Overwhelmingly, everyone's just going to click, have a look, and move on. They're not coming in and go, oh, I'm going to buy that. Social media traffic is terrible for conversion. And secondly, Etsy doesn't reward this traffic with visibility. There's no visibility from it. I've tested this over and over again, and I know some people Talk about it on YouTube saying, oh, no, it's great. It works. If you've got to test it to see my point, then by all means test it. But I'm trying to save you the headache, the hassle. Social media is a nightmare. Nobody talks about the cost of social media. It's so blimmin' hard just to get 100 followers or 200, and then you're going to try and sell to them. Nobody's interested. People are interested in you and your brand and talking about interesting things around what you do. That's how you should use social media, right? Use social media to build your brand. Tell a story. Don't try and sell to people. No one cares. It's so done, so old. And I push people away with a passion because it just causes huge problems. Right, we're almost at 100 people watching. We're at 96. And at this time, I will say again, here we go. 7-day free trial for my academy. The QR code is up there. And I'm giving away $130 of courses and guides in this time now. You've got 28 minutes to sign up to get into my academy. If you want to work with me, now is the time. You'll never get a better or cheaper chance to work with me. There's a 7-day free trial for my group learning academy. You can use the QR code there. Just scan that. Takes you to the registration page, or you could go to the URL below and sign up there. If you've been on the fence, shall I work with Nick? Shall I not? Just sign up. It's free for 7 days. You'll find how good the community is when you're in there. And then I know you'll stay. Everybody's staying because it works really well. Everyone's having great fun and learning. We're over 100 people now. Thank you ever so much for everyone that's here. I massively appreciate it. I'm getting through these questions as quick as I possibly can. And if you want to join my academy, the address is there and the QR code is there. Get in there and join. This offer goes in 28 minutes, 27 minutes now. Got 27 minutes to join. Let's get back to the comments, shall we? Let's have a look. What do we got here? This is interesting. I'm about 17 minutes behind on these questions. I'm doing questions that came in 15 minutes ago. There's so many. Keld says, been on Etsy since 2021. Overall happy with my sales. Good. But this year, since February, sales have been down 30% compared to last year. Have you seen a pattern similar to this? Yes, Keld. Yeah, absolutely yes. I'm seeing on long-term sellers stats of 20 to 60% down since COVID. Okay, massive drops. This is normal. I mean, COVID was such a bubble. It was just an isolated thing that you will probably never see it again. But yeah, Etsy traffic is down. So at the moment, we've got to work harder. Things, once the tariffs and all that stuff sorted out and, everything settles down, Etsy will rise again. But yeah, absolutely. I've seen this many, many times. Yeah. Okay, does the trial end by itself or do you have to end it manually? So basically the trial ends by itself. So you get 7 days to try it, and then if you want to cancel at any time, you can. It's really easy. You just click cancel. No problem at all. All I'd say is try it. There's no risk to try it. And most people stay. So once people are in, they see that it's actually really good and they stay. Natalia, this is an interesting 106 people. We're creeping up. Maybe we get to 110. If anyone knows anyone else who would like to be in this live Facebook group, WhatsApp group, wherever, just invite them in. It would be great to have them here. Natalia says, what is your success rate in turning your clients' shops profitable? Okay, so this is in direct correlation to how many people do I take on. So I'll be really, really clear here. As far as my clients go, I don't take on everybody that I speak to. In fact, a lot of people I don't take on. I'd say probably something like 40%, something like that, I don't work with because there's just no possible way to make it work. I have to be really sure that the person that I take on, is good and the business idea is good. Percentage-wise, I don't know. I've got no idea. It's high. It is high because I'm very selective about who I take on. Yeah, I can't give you an exact number, but there are thousands and thousands of stores out there I've built in the last 10 years. Thousands of them. So it's a lot. It's a lot in total. Okay. AJ, I think that's how you say it. It worked for me. There's no harm in going for offsite ads as you only pay when there is a sale. No, AJ, I'm not saying offsite ads is different. That's not Etsy ads. So that's the external advertising, which you can opt out of. And I always say to new sellers to opt out because you don't know what's going to happen, right? and you need all the revenue you can get to start with. No, once you're up and running and selling, yeah, offsite ads is fine. Yeah, absolutely. James says, I struggle with one a week, let alone one a day. I hand draw my products. Yeah, James, it's tough. It's tough. You know, when I say get to 100 listings, this is for all of you. You just got to do what you can do, right? Just do what you can do. If it's one a week, it's one a week. The main thing is you commit. So you say to yourself, okay, well, I'm just going to get to 100 and I'll do one a week, you know, and do what you can. And if you can never get to 100, commit to 75 or 50. Bigger stores sell more. It's as simple as that. That's why I keep going on about this, you know, because when I'm working with clients or people in my academy, I'm just banging them over the head with a hammer. You've got to grow. You've got to grow. Anyone can do 20 listings, 30 listings, 40. Everyone's doing that. Everybody's doing that. I know it's hard though. I get it. Okay, what have we got? Rowie, I think, have I said that right? Rowie? Hey, Nick, got back to my small shop after a few months off and been uploading consistently for weeks, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on traffic. Rowie, it depends on how many listings you had before you had a few months off. How many have gone in since you've come back? Keep listing. Just keep going. Just do one a day now, all the way through to Christmas. And, you know, if you've got products that people want to buy, you'll start to pick up. Keep listing. Number one thing, just keep going, keep listing. Okay, let's have a look. Paper portraits, good day to you. I've got 85 listings now, been adding one a day. Missed 2 days, that's okay. My shop's 7 years old. Okay, established store. I had 2 sales last week, but not many. Should I just keep adding new listings and be patient? Okay, so your situation is completely different, right? You've got a store that's 7 years old. So the work you need to do in your store is much more analytical. It's not just like a beginner store, build and grow the store and, you know, and for a year, you know, that's all you do. No, you've got to do work analyzing, you know, what's going on with the existing listings in your store. The fact that you tell me the store's 7 years old, but you had 2 sales last week, that's hugely problematic. That's hugely problematic. That tells me already you have a store where listings aren't performing correctly. So how many? I don't know. It depends how big your store is, depends how long the listings have been in there. So many variables. For you, if you feel like you want to learn and know what's going on, the academy would be a great choice for you, because I can guide you. And the course, the 10.5-hour course, which is what you're paying for, the big part of that course deals with what you're talking about here. Managing your inventory, knowing what to do with your listings, how to list, when to remove listings. There's a whole system for that I've been teaching for the last 10 years. Needs some work, paper. We need to do some work there. If you'd like to join, the QR code's there and the banner is here. If you want to join my Etsy Academy, let me just get that up there. Only while this live is on, we've got 20 minutes. 20 minutes to go. It's a 7-day free trial to my academy, $130 of courses and guides. Everybody gets that. I need a drink of water. I'm getting a tickly throat. Wonderful to have everyone here in this live, and wonderful to get your questions answered and meet you and speak to more people. Okay, what have we got here? Loads more questions, so many more. I'm still 20 minutes behind. Let me see. So Natalia says, what was your commodity when I did have Etsy, when I had my Etsy shop? So what she means is, what did I sell? So the first store was crystals. I was a supply store. I sold crystals, gemstones, beads. Really, really good store niche to be in. So that, and then the second store was clip art. It was a digital store. I sold PNG clip art. So those are the 2 stores. Shopping in Love said, thanks. You're the only one now I follow and trust. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. Honestly, I know all of you. I know that when I talk on my YouTube videos, it's completely different to everyone else. I get it. Everyone else is saying one thing and I'm saying the opposite. And everyone kind of gangs up on me, right? You'll hear people saying, oh, no, social media is fine and this, that, and the other. These guys do not do the work I do. None of them do the job I do. So stick with me. Right? I've built thousands and thousands of stores. Nobody on YouTube's done that apart from me. I mean, yes, some people have built a few Etsy stores, but nobody's done the work that I've done and seen what I've seen. So I know I sound different, and I know maybe for some people it might be hard to trust me, but you're talking to the right person. There's nobody out there with deeper experience on Etsy than me. Infinity, what do you say about digital products? Are they profitable? Yes. Yes. Is it good if it's single or bundled? Both. Got to do both. You got to do singles, you got to do bundles, you got to do sets, you got to do the whole lot. And if you're digital, you've got to bring something to the market that's not been done before. You've got to bring something fresh. Look, digital, it's so competitive because it's the easiest Etsy store you can run if you can make it successful, right? Imagine doing $5,000 a month, $7,000 a month on a laptop. If you can get there, you can work anywhere in the world doing that. Consequently, everybody's at it. Everybody's trying to succeed. Yes, it's profitable, but you've got to be really good, right? You've got to be really good. You can't just come in at the same level as everyone else doing clip art or journals or social media templates that are average. It's not going to work. You've got to be better. You've got to bring something extra. So singles and bundles and themes and sets, you need all of that. Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. What do we got here? Clips. Good day to you. Good to have you here. 110 people here, which is nice. We've got a decent number of people here now. Clips. I've just started a mug shop listed around 13. Okay, in about 15 days. Okay. I've got about 250 views and 150 visits. Okay, so this is another one. Is this normal? No. Clips. This is not normal. So your stats are telling me you're sending social media traffic, you've switched Etsy ads on and thrown $20 a day in there, right? And this is where all those views have come from. That is not normal. Way beyond normal. So it's either social media, ads, or both. You know, that's what you've done here. Some combination of that. No, those stats should be way, way further down, right? There's no way organically you should be getting those views, you know, from 13 listings. So yeah, not normal, Clips. It's not normal. Okay, Robin says, Nick, I'm confused. In one video, you said to add different colors to boost listings, but in another, you said that dilutes store value to do variants of the same thing. Yes. So let me clarify, Robin. The goal here is to build a bigger store. So let's say you've got a t-shirt in 6 colors with a design on it. It's the same design, 6 colors, right? If you can't stock the store, right, you absolutely have no way to build and grow the store, which some people have a problem with. Then I say list out your variants separately, because at least you get listings into your store. Yes, it's not a good idea. Yes, they're the same design or very close to the same design, but at least you've got listings. If you're listing properly and you have a plan, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 listings, moving on to 100, then those variations go inside each listing. Of course, you wouldn't list a t-shirt with all the separate colors separately. Of course you wouldn't. But if you've got no chance of listing, or something is handicapping you to stop you listing unique things, you've got to be able to list something, right? And at the very worst, at least you can SEO each one of those variants with different keywords to try and attract different customers. But that's a last resort. I don't recommend anyone do that. Different colors and variants go inside the listing for pretty much everybody. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Detective Jones, I think, is the same one. Yeah, it's better to have everything in the, if the design is the same but different colors, just put them all in one listing. Yeah. Okay, Jennifer. Good evening from Germany. I think Germany is 1 hour behind. I'm in Cyprus, by the way, guys. I don't know if all of you know where I am. I'm in Cyprus. So we are 2 hours ahead of GMT. Actually, no, it's 3 hours ahead of GMT at the moment. And I think 1 hour ahead, or maybe 2 hours ahead of Germany. Greetings to you, Jennifer. I wanted to ask if it's okay to change photos 2 to 10 for products that regularly make sales. Jennifer, I would be careful here. Okay. So you've got to make it, and this is for everybody here. You have, when you've got a listing that makes sales, you've got to make a judgment call. Is the value of the new photos that you want to add, not the primary, I get it, 2 to 10, is the value so big that you know it's got to be done because you're adding so much value to the chart, to the proposition of the product, that you take the possible risk of it harming the sales? Because yes, the primary photo is the one that gets you in, gets the customer in. Yes, the primary photo is the driver, but you don't know. And Etsy gives us no data about the photos and which photos actually put the seed into the customer's mind. I'm going to buy this. It might be photos 3 and 4 that do it because it's an infographic, or it's a texture shot, or a close-up shot, right? It's that you've got to consider. But look, if it's clear that the new photos add loads of value and the sales are low enough, then maybe you can try it. But if the sales are decent, I would be very, very careful. If the sales matter more, don't touch it. But if you can say, okay, I can take a hit, I can take a risk, then try it. Generally, my advice is don't touch it. Always. That is my general advice there. Right, let's have a look. I've answered that one, I believe, Angela. Yes, I think I've answered that one. What do we got here? Yes, just call me insane. Hello, insane. Etsy's confirmed an issue with gift wrapping options. Yes, this has been around a little while, not showing on as expected on checkout. Would you suggest making a gift wrap listing? Yeah, you can do. Yeah. You know, look, traffic's going up for Christmas. You can direct people to that in messaging. You can list it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Lonella, I hope I said that right. I do luxurious resin coasters, trays, and bowls. Only one sale in 3 months. Okay, Lonella, probably list more. You probably need to list more with only a sale in 3 months. So I would get listing for Christmas. There's never a better chance than now. The best chance. Okay, Julianne. Julianne is one of my students in the academy. Thank you for being here, Julianne. Julianne says, is it okay to decrease your inventory or change processing time for when you have to go away, and then when you return, increase the inventory and decrease the processing time? Yeah, she's saying, I know vacation mode damages stores. So this is something that I've been shouting from the rooftops for 10 years now. Vacation mode damages Etsy stores, especially lower sales stores. So yes, change the processing time, put the processing time out longer. Inventory, you need to keep up. So the worst thing you want to do is lower the inventory, because then if it sells out, you lose visibility. The listing goes out of stock and you just start losing visibility. So keep the inventory up, but extend the processing time. And then when you come back, you can decrease it. So that's the answer there. Mark, here's a great question. I never thought of answering something like this in my YouTube videos because I genuinely didn't think anyone would want to know. But yeah, Mark, it's a good question. You know, maybe it's something I should look at. So do you know what it takes to get bestseller or popular now badge to appear on your listing? So there's 3 badges: bestseller, popular now, editor's picks. All 3 require one thing only: sales velocity. Speed of sale gets you 1, 2, 3, all of those badges. Speed of sale. So it's no good having a store that sort of sells one over here, one over there. You're never going to get these badges. You've got to rack up sales. So once you start getting 2 sales a day, 3 sales a day on a listing, chances are you'll get the popular now badge. It doesn't take that much to get the popular now badge. Bestseller, yeah, it takes decent sales to get bestseller, but that's how you get it. Sales velocity, everyone. Nothing else matters. Speed of sale gets you those badges. Let's have a look. What have we got? So many questions. I'm 19 minutes behind. I'm doing really well. I'll try and get to as many questions as I can. Mark says, I'm starting a 3D printing company. Good space to be in. 124 people in the live. That's amazing. 3D printing, I see it's very saturated. Well, it's getting there, yes, with others selling the same downloaded design. How is Etsy going to improve it? Mark, until they either build better systems or employ more staff, not anytime soon. They are improving slowly. Look, I've got to give Etsy a bit of credit here. They are better than they were 2 years ago. All right. They have invested in some measures. Okay. But it's going to take much more than what they've done to really clean up the platform. Right. But it's better than it was a couple of years ago. But yeah, we've just got to wait and just push our own stores forward and do the best we can and not worry too much about these people. Okay. What do we got? Successful people. Indeed, it's good to have successful people here, and I want all of you to be successful in this live in your Etsy stores. I sell digital downloads like stickers. Good. How do I package it for more sales? I focus on uplifting and funny stickers. The main thing that sells is the stickers, right? The main thing is the stickers. You've got to show them in the right light, you know, stick them to things in the right places. Don't just do, plain background mock-ups and things like that. It looks awful. Put your stickers in situ, Packaging, I mean, you can show the packaging that the stickers come in. That's not going to be a driver for sales. It's the stickers themselves and the environments and the context of the photography that's going to sell them. That's where you need to focus. Okay, so guys, look, we haven't got that much time left. We've technically got 9 minutes left. You've got 9 minutes to join my Etsy Academy on a 7-day free trial. You get $130 of courses and guides for free. If you want to work with me, this is the best chance you'll ever get. Okay, you get access to the full 10.5-hour video course that I teach all my clients. It is drip fed to you, 4 modules every month, and there's 48 modules to do. So if you do it in the cheapest way possible, it's going to take you a year to watch the whole lot. You can unlock the whole thing at any time, and you can pay for course modules if you want to pay for them. All the options are there. The QR code is on the screen. Scan that, watch the video. If my group learning coaching sounds good for you, join, sign up. I'll welcome you after the show inside the academy, and you can also visit the URL below and join there if you want. I can't wait to meet you in there. We've got lovely students, lovely bunch of people, really good environment, safe environment, constructive environment, and hopefully I get to see you there. QR code, URL, either way gets you in. You've got about 8 minutes to get in, and then it's gone until the next time I do a live. Let's get back to some more questions, shall we? Let's have a look. There's so many. Robin says, is it Nick or Nick? It's neither. It's N-I-K. It's N-I-K. That's how I like it. N-I-K, yes. Okay, next one. Let's have a look. Candle artist, Kimberly. Good day to you, Kimberly. Yes, good to see you. Again, for the new marketplace search feature, should I put the top search words in the title or tags, and should they match exactly how clients search? Honestly, Kimberly, it doesn't matter. Remember what I taught you. It doesn't matter. Etsy cross-matches the keywords. Okay, so let's just say you've got silver necklace. Well, everyone knows you're going to type silver necklace anyway. But let's just say you had silver here in your title and necklace here. Etsy's just going to cross-match them and put them together. As long as you've got them in your title and as long as you've got them in your tags, Etsy will match them all together. So really, really straightforward. Okay, AJ, is $7 average price good for digital products? Without knowing more, I can't say. Given all products that are available, $7 is probably expensive. But I don't know. You know, if you're selling really, really beautiful journals and notebooks, you know, maybe not. You know, but it depends. Generally, on average, that's on the high side. Yeah. Okay, loads of questions here. I'm trying to get through as many of them as I can. Let's have a look. Okay, so Natalia says, will the QR code and trial link be active for a while after this session is over? I can't seem to be able to scan click during the live video. You can definitely do the QR code. That works. I've just tried it before the live. Just get your camera, hover it over, and then the little link will come up, and that will take you to the sign up. You can do it on your phone. You can just type it. The address is there. Just type that into the URL bar on your phone, tablet, PC, take you right there, and then you can book in there. There you go. All right, let's have a look. Vamp says, thanks for replying. No problem. 49 listings, 889 visits are only from search and Pinterest. Yeah, that's the problem, Vamp. It's the Pinterest part. I knew there was something. Pinterest, you don't need it. Pinterest is terribly bad converting. You're just lowering your conversion rate. Honestly, stick to the organic. That's what I would do there. Okay, I'm going to try and get through some more. Abbas says, hello, Natalia. I love crystals. Yeah, me too. Me too. Sold them for years. It's a great business to be in. Gabriella, I'm in. Let's do this. Great, Gabriella. I if you mean in here in the live, amazing. If you mean the academy, amazing. I look forward to seeing you in the academy. I'm going to jump in there right after this show, and I'll say hello to you in there. Mary says, I totally agree. You're the only one that I follow. Great. You know, it's always best to pick somebody and stick with them, right? The worst thing you can do is make YouTube spaghetti, right? That's where you follow loads of people and you end up being completely confused, completely lost, and get nowhere. Just pick someone that you feel you can trust. Do some investigation. And all of you, just something you all know. If you want to know who's telling the truth about Etsy, right? Two things I want you all to know. Go and look if you want to know who is real and who isn't. Number one, look at how many comments they've got on their YouTube videos. Look at my YouTube videos. They have hundreds of comments. Every one. Why? Because I let every single comment live on each video. The only reasons I ever remove comments are swearing, bad language, profanity, racial things, any kind of abuse or anything like that. I will remove it immediately because I'm not having that. My YouTube channel is my place of work. It's my business, right? Now go and look at the other people. You know who they are, right? You all know who they are. You know who you follow. Go and look at how many comments they've got. Look at their followers. Look at the comments. You will see the comment ratio way down. A 10th of the comments I've got, a 15th. That's because they are deleting and removing the comments that don't line up with the agenda that they're trying to push. That's number one. Number two, go to Trustpilot. Just go to Trustpilot. Look for Etsy Consultant, me. I'm the only consultant on YouTube, period, that is on Trustpilot and I've got 75 reviews or something like that, right? Go and look. Go and find everyone else that you follow. Try and find them on Trustpilot. You're not going to find any of them. That's because they've got no feedback, and they don't have any feedback because they haven't done the work. So I know that was a bit of a soapbox moment, but I want you guys to all believe in me and trust in me in what I'm doing here, right? Because I've been doing this so long. Natalia says, you sound very professional. We're from day one. Great, Natalia. Thank you for being here and following. That's really good to have you. Splendid 8 Diva, can I get a pass on the 1 a day rule if I like to do 1 tea listing and link to a matching mug and vice versa? Permission to do 2 a day in that scenario. Up to you. Up to you. As I try to say, the slower and more consistently you list, the more chance your store has of success. But it's your business. Your business. I'm just advising. You want to do 2 a day? Go for 2 a day. It's fine. Mathev says, I've got 7 products I've uploaded every day for the last 7 days and I have 5 views. Yeah, that's normal. Guys, that's normal. This is normal. When you first start, it is slow. It takes time. You've got to build and grow. Mathev, that's fine. That's totally normal. Okay. Let's have a look. Would I recommend Etsy Plus? Mark, honestly, when you're starting, no. You don't have the traffic. You don't have the visibility. There are things you can do with Etsy Plus once you've got traffic and visibility. Right? It gives you clickable banners and things like that. Well, no point in having it when you've got no traffic. You can use it and make sales from it when you've got decent traffic. Okay. Paper says she's joined. Excellent, Paper. Honestly, thank you ever so much for joining. I will do everything I can to help you. Haven't used the shop for 2 to 3 years. Okay. Yeah, it will change, Paper, but I will tell you straight, I'm going to give you so much work, right? But it is hard work, okay? But you will get there. So thank you for joining. I look forward to catching you in the academy. Amazing. Yeah, Clips says, remember earlier we were talking about the traffic. Running 5 days in a total, I've spent $9 in 15 days. That's not very much. That's quite low. Really strange. The only other possible outcome is you've got amazing listings, right? Amazing designs that no one else has got, and that's why you're getting the traffic. Or they are view-worthy, but not purchase-worthy. Because there's things that people click on, oh, I like the look of that, but they're never going to buy it. That's another phenomenon that comes through as you build and grow an Etsy store. You're always going to get listings that get loads of views, but never sell. Could be that as well. Okay, let's go. I'm going to skip through a few because I'm way behind here, and I want to get to as many questions as I can. Mary Ness, Sensory Toys, lovely to have you here. My 10th sale now, and orders are still irregular, but I'm feeling hopeful. Yeah, they will be. That's okay. You're doing well. Keep listing, keep growing, develop your photography and video and your product base. Your sales will become much more regular. As I said earlier in this live, generally when you get up over 100 listings, sales stabilize. You know, it's one of the things that you get when you get to 100. But just do what you can. They will stabilize if you list more. Okay, let's keep going. So many questions here. Okay, here's one. This is an interesting little one. Is featuring a listing good for your store? Yes, if you get traffic. Right? If you get traffic, yes, it is. But if you don't get traffic, not really. It doesn't make any difference at all. But once you've got traffic, a percentage of that traffic will be wandering around your store and having a look around. If you've got featured listings, well, there they are right in front of the customer. So yeah, it would be useful. Guys, it's 8 o'clock. I've been on an hour, right? I'm going to get on my soapbox. I'm going to say this one more time because this is disappearing for weeks, any minute now. So if you want to work with me, you've thought about it, you've ummed and ahed, you've looked at other people on YouTube, but now you're thinking, okay, maybe Nick does know what he's talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. Join my academy. QR code is there. Scan it on your phone or visit the URL below on your browser, on your desktop or phone. You get 7 days free trial, $130 of courses and guides, all free. And you can find out if the academy is for you. It is private group coaching. There's a 10.5-hour course video which gets drip fed to you over the months. It's 48 modules. You get 4 modules a month, which is a year. That's the cheapest way to do it. Or you can just pay and unlock the whole lot, get it all in one go. Or you can unlock modules that you want to unlock. It's entirely up to you. But the point here is it's the absolute best value way to work with me. And we've got lovely students in there, lovely community in there. It'd be great to have you here. So there's the link and there's the QR code. It is literally going in the next 2 minutes. And then it won't be back until the next time I do the next live. And it really is the best way to work with me. So get in there. QR code up there, URL there. A couple of minutes left. Let's do 1 or 2 comments. Aliana, I've just signed up. Amazing. Thank you, Aliana. Thank you for trusting me. You will see when you're in there, and anyone else that wants to join, QR code there, how good this academy is. It's great. MW says, yep, Etsy consultant on Trustpilot verified. Yeah, I mean it. You know, go and check Trustpilot. Just type Trustpilot Etsy consultant into Google. You will see that I'm there, and you will also see I'm the only person there. Nobody else on YouTube is on there. And that is critical. That's critical. I stand by what I do and what I say. So thank you, MW. Great. Okay, let's have a look. J-Rod, is jewelry saturated? Yes, it is, but it's honestly, do you know, everybody, right? If you're thinking about jewelry, do you know how much bad jewelry there is on Etsy? I might have to do a YouTube video on this. The amount of bad jewelry is ridiculous. If you can make decent jewelry, you can make really, really good money. Nowadays, getting to 6 figures selling jewelry is not that hard at all on Etsy. And you can do it with 200 listings, right? It's really profitable. But of course, you've got to have decent jewelry. You've got to have an eye for detail and know what to create. There's so much bad jewelry. This is one, Cosmic Cats. This is a question that comes up quite a lot. Can I have a digital product shop and POD? Not in the same store. Don't do it. Keep your POD in one store and your digital in another store. Don't start mixing it. That confuses the hell out of Etsy. Don't do that. It doesn't work. I've looked at loads of stores that do that and they're usually failing badly. Okay, let's have a look. Valentina is another one of my clients in the academy. Hello to you. Good to have you in the live. Thank you for being here. MW says he's already in. Amazing. Well, I'm going to be talking to all of you. I'm going to jump into the academy after this live. Crafting Koala says, let's give it a go. Exactly. Just give it a go. You've got nothing to lose. You guys all know I'm as fair as they come, right? I'm giving you a really fair offer. It's free for 7 days, right? You get $130 of courses that I charge $130 for. If you go to my website, you will see them all there. You can add them up. It's $130. Sign up. Links below. QR codes there. Literally, I'm disappearing in the next minute. So jump in if you're going to. I'll catch you in the academy. Let's do one more comment, shall we? One more comment. Okay. Pub Giant. Pub Giant says, my sales are down 50% from last year. Very depressing. Yeah, Pub Giant, it's tough times. We've got to keep listing. We've got to have a structure and a process for our photography, our videos, our products. And we've got to be better, right? There are better days coming for Etsy, but right now it's tough. We've got to be better. That's the answer. Be better. Offer something different. What value can I bring that nobody else is bringing here? What can I do differently? These are the questions that we need to find answers to. Okay, everybody, thank you ever so much. Loved having you all here. Last shout for the academy. I'm switching it off in 1 minute. If you want to join, the QR code is there. The address is here. Private group learning and coaching with myself and my team. I will be in the academy afterwards to see everyone coming in. I'll catch you all in there. Thank you ever so much for everyone that's been here in this live. I massively appreciate it. As I said at the beginning, I can't do this without you guys. So thank you for trusting me. Thank you for supporting me. And I hope I return the favor to you in the content that I give. in terms of learning and guidance. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you. Bye-bye.